main topic of today's video, how we can do the research for water damage restoration before actually we can start the campaign, right? So there is a 3 to 5 day window when you onboard a client and when you actually start the SEO campaign for them. So for me, basically when we onboarded a client, and then we have at least 1 week time so that we can go and do the entire research and can start adding all the details to our SEO campaign so that we can actually generate the best result in way more cheaper price, also in way more competitive areas. Before we start how I do the research, I'll walk you through the each step how we can do the research for water damage restoration clients. I want to show you some actual case studies in way more competitive areas so that you can look at is this, so that you can decide this research is important for you on. Let's go to this. So we have 2 screenshots before and after. The client name on the both of the screenshots you can see here. The address is same on the both of these screenshots. You can see here the date. We generate this screenshot generated on the 1st of April, and this was on 27th of April. You can see the keywords here also, and same thing, same keyword here we have. Now if I show you the actual result, what we did actually in less than a month. So when we start the campaign, this geogrid was generated so that we can track what we are doing, which strategy actually works for us, and pretty solid. It's like from almost 18 average ranking to around 6.23 in less than a month. So this is how we actually do the research before we start the campaign. And in today's video, I am going to show you the exact way how I do the research, what data points are necessary, and how we are going to use the data points in our actual SEO campaign. Okay, so let's start with the first point. You can see here all the table of content here, what we are going to discuss in this segment of water damage restoration video. The first one, industry terms, industry trends, basically the difference between commercial and residential market. You need to have the data so that while you are going to create content for them, you have a clear idea that in this area commercial market has the bigger impact or the residential market has the bigger impact. Then geographical demand, actually you need to identify how, like for which services or which areas basically you have the most demand. Then the lead cost analysis, it's not a actual part of your campaign. It's only to identify so that you can estimate the ROI of your campaign. Marketing channels, dominations, seasonal demand, demographic and geographical data, the challenges, basically what we are going to face, the keywords, the sub-services. These two are the actual sections of main SEO campaign. You need to identify all the sub-services for all your major service pages so that you can clearly establish your topical authority for that particular service. And the last thing, why SEO is backbone of this industry basically. So let's start with the first one. Market growth and size, and also the trends, emerging trend. In US market right now, it's around 105 billion. We can see the estimation in 10 years from now. The growth rate is somewhere around 6 to 7%, and the businesses right now in the US market, 60,000 restoration companies registered in US market. You can see if you just got 5 clients for you, they can make at least 10k month for you, and still there are more room for getting more clients only for restoration. The next emerging industry trend, advanced technology integration. They can use AI, sensors, mobile application, eco-friendly restoration methods, industry consolidation, and the regulatory change. These are some emerging industry. If your client is not doing or any of them, you can suggest them to use, let's say, IoT sensor, drones, sustainable solution like green materials. Basically, you can suggest them to work with some franchisees, some other businesses. Let's say what we are doing in our business, basically we tie up with some plumbers also, so that if some business owners need plumbing services and the disaster is at max level, they can connect the customer with us, so that we can get the lead. And same thing vice versa, if we go to somewhere where we don't think so we can operate there, so we can connect with the plumber so that they can do the required work at the place. Chapter 2, commercial versus residential market analysis. You need to analyze the commercial market shares and the residential market share for the service areas you are operating. So in that case, we can see here the average job cost, cycle, growth rate, conversion rate, touch points, client retention rate, documentation, what documentation they required, like insurance and some other stuff, and the entry barriers basically. Same as residential market. Our goal is not to get all the data. Our goal is to estimate that how we can identify or how we can estimate the overall return on investment you are generating from the SEO. So if you don't know about all these states, it's going to be tough for you, so that you can identify how good you are doing your job and how satisfied your client from your services. Now let's go to the third, states with highest demand. If you just started your career and you have like 1 or 2 years of experience in the local SEO, and now you want to switch or you want to go to a premium niche, this particular slide or this type of research is necessary for you, so that you can identify which are the top cities you need to target to acquire the clients. You also need to have the data about what are the reasons why these areas has most demand. Maybe the flood, the highest flood zone, wildfire, the aging infrastructure. So the reasons could be anything, but our goal is to identify. Having these details before you outreach to someone will help you to establish the authority during your discovery. It help your client to understand more about you, that you already did a lot of research about the service area, and now they can talk to you like you have some kind of expertise. Chapter 4, lead cost analysis. This slide is for all of them who are saying that SEO is not as powerful like 3, 4, 5 years ago it was, right? All the data are latest data according to like Q4 of 2024, right? We can see here the reason why we are seeing the estimation here, because like if you got one lead for $500, maybe your next lead comes at $200. So the average cost is somewhere around between $150 to $300. While in SEO, it's true that you need to wait for some couple of months early if you are working with some good SEOs, but then look at the lead cost here, $25 to $75, which is the cheapest, and you are getting some asset if you are investing your money on SEO. In other channels like PPC, lead aggregator, social media, until you are paying them, they are giving you the leads. You need to qualify all the leads to just check they are ready to buy or not. But in SEO, people are coming to your business. You are not promoting anything. They find you on Google. They are already in pain. They find you, and now it's your responsibility to communicate with them, sort out the issues, whatever they have. Let's go to the next chapter, marketing channel effectiveness analysis. So as we already have seen, SEO has the almost 500 to 800% ROI. Social media has around 200%. PPC is literally same, 200 to 350, somewhere around, depends on how good your company is, the brand name, the sales guy, the reviews. It depends on many factors, but it has the same kind of ROI. Let's go to the next chapter, which is market domination analysis. Now this slide is way more important for you while you are doing your competitor. As we all know that in this water damage restoration, big players are involved because of the market size, because of the revenue they can generate. So there are hundreds of franchisees are available in the market. You need to compete with them. They have a bigger brand, they have more reviews, they have more compared to your brand. It's now, if you have a list of all of these brands, you can identify the pattern, how they are getting reviews, how solid their website content is, what type of content they are putting on social media, what type of videos they are creating. It's a clear win for you if you have all these names before you actually start your SEO campaign, right? So these are some 5 big players right now in the US market in this niche: Saro Pro, Service Master, Puro Clean, Paul Davis, and 911 Restoration. So the next chapter is about the seasonality. So every business has the seasonalities. Like there are more demand in winter. Some businesses has more demand in summer. Let's see how this business niche has the demand. If you are in Northwest, Middle West, the winter season around December to February, and the spring is around March to May. All of these you can see here. Northeast, Southeast, Southwest. Let's go to the next segment, which is demographic and geography data. So I don't know how many of you are watching this video has watched some of my previous video. I keep talking about the persona content, specifically targeting some specific group of people. Maybe they are lawyers, maybe they are teachers, maybe they are physiotherapists, maybe they are homeowners, maybe they are renters, maybe they are any kind of people, right? You need to have the content on your website about your audience. I have tried this thing with many of my clients and we got the results all the time. So it's just a sneak peek here. The residential segment, the basic age group on home ownership, 82% home, like 82% owners occupied, income bracket middle to upper middle, and you can see here decision maker male female split ratio. In commercial segment, we can see here you can target healthcare, you can target education, you can target cafes, restaurants, hotels. It could be anything which fit under your own services. If I talk about the service area radius economics, if you until you are under 25 to 30 miles, it's optimal for you. When it's about 50 miles, still you are profitable. But if you want to target beyond 50 miles, you cannot go there. The first thing is you cannot rank there. It's hard truth. The second option, it's not profitable for you to go there, deploy all your team, all of your equipments, and then come back to your home. It's not that much easy for. And if I show you some additional stats here, property type, and so single family home, the ratio is like beyond 60%. Then multi units, residential properties, commercial properties, and then you can see here some institutional property. So in my opinion, I would go and target single family home and multi-unit resident. These are the most so these are the leads we are getting most. Coming 2 or 3 chapters, they are more towards to your actual SEO campaign. We have to create content around emergency keyword, some service specific. So you can see here we have the emergency keyword sections which has the highest intent. The conversion rates are around 80 to 85%. Then some service specific keywords like water extractions, basement flood, burst pipe, ceiling water damage, black water damage cleanup, like all of these kind of service. Now also we have created some additional research data here. What type of, how you can create more localized content. So it could be city specific, it could be neighborhood level, it could be regional, it could be season. So let's say every city has maybe have the different weather conditions, maybe the regional conditions. You can talk more about the regional terminologies and the seasonal keywords. You can target them easily. And believe me, if you look at the big franchises, they are just playing the entire game based on these emergency terms and the service specific terms. They are not even thinking about all of these type of content. I have analyzed most of their website. And now you can also go with some lower competitive terms. How to file insurance, water damage registration cost, best water damage company in any city, and certified water damage registration companies. You can create more content around all of these long-term opportunities. So, and you should only focus on long-term opportunities during the off season, while you are only meant to focus on the content creation part and just build the authority of that particular topic. Right now, this section, now let's go to the next chapter, the sub-service section. I divided all the major services under and try to find out all the sub-services which are related to that and people are not talking about them. You should always consider all the sub-services which comes under the main service. Let's say if I show you here, like right now we are seeing on the screen the sub-services of water damage restoration. So emergency, the water extraction, structural drying, moisture detection, CVS cleanup, contents restoration. These 5 are the major sub-services of water damage restoration. You need to create content around all of these. If you look at fire damage restorations, these 5-6 services are the sub-services for fire damage, and these are the sub-services for mold removal service. And now let's go to the next chapter, why SEO is necessary for water damage restoration business. And now you can see here some of the core topics here. Look at the ROI comparison here. You are investing in SEO for last at least 2 years, you can see around 500%. You are doing the same thing for PPC, you can see max to max 250 or 300%. Social media 200%, and the lead aggregators, the mediators who are selling leads to these business owners, it's around 200%, because they are charging, they charge a lot more money to just get the lead. Like the video, share this video with all of your friends you know they are doing SEO for water damage restoration. And also now I'm going to show you the actual action step for your first month, then 3 to 6 months, and then 6 to 12 months. You just need to exactly replicate whatever we have on the list. Let's go to this. On the first month, just focus on these things. During 3 to 6 months, you need to create more content, build more authority, build more local. You need to shift from a new brand to just established brand. And then in the 6 to 12 months, go crazy with the content, build more link. Now you already have 6 months of experience that what type of content actually going to work, how to get links, what competitors are doing. So now you have a lot more data to just refine your existing SEO campaign. Now in this chapter, I'm going to talk about 2 different case studies. The one who is under a franchisee, the other guy, they are doing independent. During our initial finding, we found that they are not getting more lead and the visibility is very low. While the multi-location business, the PPC costs are very high. They need to be depend on the aggregators and inconsistent local citations and the profile, right? They have a strong brand, but their visibility is also. Now the strategy we took over: create more localized content, get more reviews, fix all the issues they have on the website, build more links. And the same thing we did for the franchise business. Citation consistency, we remove all the citations which doesn't has the consistency, build new citations with the unique details the client has, do proper interlinking, GBP management, and the local pages optimization. And after 9 months, you can see the result here. On the first month, we literally have 0 lead. From first month to 3 months, we have 4 leads. Then we have in next 2 months we have more 4 leads. Then we overall in the 9 month we have 16 leads, around total revenue of $380,000. It's huge. And same thing for the franchise businesses. We help them to rank for at least more than 150 keywords, for 62% decrease in the cost of lead per acquisition, and 320% increase in the local lead. So these are the 2 different situations, one for independent owner and one for multi-location restoration, and you can see the results here also. And as a bonus, I'm giving you the exact advanced SEO strategies you can utilize. You can also get the same kind of result what we are getting for our client. The first one is, instead of focusing more on topic keyword, just start focusing on entity. Just start optimizing your business, your website for voice search, and now integrate AI with your current operations to speed up the processes, to speed up the operations, and find out all the gaps you have with your other competitors. Now in upcoming days, we are also going to discuss water damage restoration, HVAC, junk removal, and many more niches in depth. I'll show you the exact way how we took our client from 10 calls to 40 calls. Some clients, they were getting 2 calls and we helped them to at least get 16 calls. All of these results we document. We have all of these case studies documented over the period of 2-3 years. If you are running any water damage restoration business and you need some clarity about your business SEO strategy, don't forget to reach out to me. You can send a message on the Facebook. You can find my Facebook link in the description of this video. Let's talk about your business and the challenges you are facing right now. Like this video, share this video to all of the fellow members. They are struggling to get the leads in water damage restoration, and subscribe this channel, learn this kind of information. That's it. See you in the next video. Peace.